After one of the darkest days in Israel's history, the scars of the October 7th, 2023 attack still run deep. The Hamas attacks that day reshaped the region, and the impacts are still being felt across the world.
And WENY's Washington correspondent Brendan Scanlon, he recaps the attacks, the war that followed, and the potential for peace moving forward in the region.
It was early on October 7th, 2023, when the sky over southern Israel lit up with rockets. Within hours, Hamas-led militants had crossed the border, storming army bases, villages, and a crowded outdoor music festival. More than 1,200 people were killed, most of them civilians. Hundreds more were dragged into Gaza as hostages. 2 years later, the impact is still being felt by both sides. Hamas's forces have been largely destroyed, but civilians in Gaza continue to suffer heavy losses and starvation as strikes continue. Out of the 251 people taken hostage by Hamas, 48 are still being held. Israel believes only 20 are still alive. Frustration is growing with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at home and abroad as calls to return the hostages echo louder.
It's incredibly important that every single hostage is returned and returned at the same time.
We want a release of the hostages immediately.
But now, 24 months into the deadly conflict, there is hope after a new peace proposal being led by the U.S.
I think there's a possibility that we could have peace in the Middle East. It's something even beyond the Gaza situation.
The plan calls for an immediate end to the fighting, the release of all hostages within 72 hours, and the freeing of more than 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Hamas announced Friday it has agreed to release all remaining hostages and give up power under the proposal. However, Hamas also said some terms require additional discussion. This week in Egypt, teams from Israel, Hamas, and the U.S. are sitting down to review the 20-point roadmap for peace proposed by the president.
There are technical talks happening right now in Egypt, and the administration is working very hard to move the ball forward as quickly as we can.
Israel already accepted the terms of the agreement, and leaders are publicly signaling support for eventually pulling out of Gaza. Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WENY News.